And just like that, we are back again with some more content to help you soldier for your music journey, especially during times like these. So let's get into it. Welcome one and all, my name's Ditto, and on behalf of the Ditto music team, this video is all about the marketing strategy artists need to be doing. Alright, emails and using them as a form of campaign strategy is so overlooked. Creating and building an email list can be the key to the success that you're soon to have. Whether you're in a band, solo artist, rapper, MC, guitarist, singer-songwriter. While social media has its place, email marketing is one of the best ways, but also one of the most overlooked ways that you can actually contact and get the attention of your fans. So just like usual, make sure you click below for any timestamps, markers or chapters so you can move around the video however you best feel and find a part of the video that you prefer. But if not, you know exactly what to do. Sit back, relax and take note. Alright, so before we start, make sure you subscribe to the Ditto YouTube channel. I'm gonna need you to like and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Please, please, please don't forget to leave comments down below on anything that you found interesting, need information on, or general chit chat. Why do musicians need a mailing list? Email offers direct access to your audience, which isn't always the case when it comes to social media. With Facebook and even Instagram, you generally have to pay to reach your entire audience in the form of boosted posts. And then with Twitter and other social media platforms, you're literally fighting for the followers' attention against hundreds of other accounts that they follow and see in their feeds. You see now with email, obviously your messages are way more likely to be seen. And this is why it's so essential to place a higher importance on the idea of building a mailing list. Once you've collected your fans' email addresses, you can control what you do with them, how you send messages to them, and so on. Whereas social media platforms realistically have full control over the social network and what your fans see and how your fans actually see that content. Yeah, but why email? I'm feeling you may be asking yourself, why email? In a world full of social media interaction, engagement, likes, comments, and all these things, why would email be the thing that we go back to? Well, the truth is email's never lost its power. In a space right now where people are shunning Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for the lack of interaction, low engagement, email hasn't changed. Email is direct access, email is direct for your fans, business, personal. They'll always see the subject, but it's just a matter of will they open the email. So it's about creating that subject initially to ensure that it's enticing enough, but not necessarily clickbait, so you will want to open that email and see the information in there that is for you as a supporter. So you as the artist, band member or musician, you have to make sure you put enough effort on creating that subject as well as the content in the email. And it's so important to not overwhelm people with emails because they'll end up blocking or marking it as spam. And then you have to really think, not everybody is on every social media platform. But every social media platform requires you to have an email to access it. So if you are sending information to people's emails, you're almost understanding that they will receive it regardless. But a lot of people may have social media accounts that may be inactive, that they may be taking a break from. But email doesn't give you that. And they'll always come back and utilize their emails for business, for personal, for anything. There are over 1 billion people utilizing Facebook from 2017. And in that same span, there's over 3.7 billion people with email addresses. So it shows you if you get enough emails, it'll be helpful in the long run. So with that said, I'm going to start showing you exactly how to start collecting emails from your fans, how to create and build your list utilizing one of the best email services, and a whole lot more. Use an email marketing platform to set up your mailing list. Before you start collecting your fans' emails, you'll need a way to manage and track all of the emails that you receive. You'll also need a way to send bulk emails all at one time. And then to do this, you'll need to utilize an email marketing platform. There are loads of email marketing platforms out there, and they are all designed to help you collect and manage email addresses. This will also allow you to send out emails to all of your contacts at once. For musicians specifically, I would always refer and suggest utilizing MailChimp. Let me show you how to set it up, how to import emails, and how to send emails utilizing the platform. So like I said, MailChimp is what I will utilize. and it currently is one of the most popular email services. There are many other options too, including Constant Contact and GetResponse. MailChimp is free to use as long as you have 2,000 emails or less and send out 12,000 or fewer emails per month before ever having to upgrade to a paid plan. So if you pass the point of 2,000 fans or emails, you will then need to upgrade on the MailChimp service or find a more affordable option elsewhere. The main reason I would recommend MailChimp as an email marketing tool for musicians and brands is literally because it's simple and easy to use. It's definitely one of the most simplest platforms that you can utilize. It has a drag and drop feature that's probably the best one out there. You don't need to have any web design, graphic design, or coding experience to utilize MailChimp. Also, MailChimp makes it super easy to create awesome looking emails and then allow you to send it to all your contacts at one time. Collect emails on your website. If you're a band or a musician who's serious about their music and really wants to make a living in the music business, then you should have your own professional website with your music domain sorted. For example, something like mine. My name's Vital, my website is iamvital.co.uk, very simple and to the point. And if you want to do something like that, there's some links below so you guys can check it out. A step-by-step guide simply on how to create a website, a domain, and get it all sorted and looking professional. It's best to use something like WordPress. WordPress has way more flexibility since the added email collection service can be embedded inside of the website via a free or paid plugin. And then that way you have a little bit more control also over the costs. All right, so let me show you exactly how we can do it. Now to collect emails on your website, you'll need to set up a sign-up form for visitors to fill in. And this can be done in a number of ways with MailChimp. The easiest and least time-consuming method would be to navigate to your MailChimp dashboard. Find the list that you'd like to create a form for and then embed it on a page on your website. To do this, first create a list in MailChimp and then navigate to the View Audience button, and then from there click Create Audience. You can then name your list. You'll need to fill in the area where it says default from email address and default from name. Simply your email address and a name, and then fill in the description at the bottom, and that's the information that your fans or supporters will see to say why they have joined your mailing list. So now with your list created, navigate to sign up forms. You'll then be presented with a few options for different forms. Click the embedded forms option. You will then be directed to the embedded forms page. Here you can choose from a few different styles and then select the option that you want to use. And if in doubt, just leave everything as it is, scroll to the bottom of the page. You're gonna select and copy all of the embedded code. Copy everything in this box and you're gonna have to paste it into a space on your website that is for the code. So for example, if your site is made with WordPress, you're gonna have to navigate to the back end and select the page that you want this form to be on. Make sure you add a text editor to this page on WordPress simply by clicking the text tab, and then paste the entire code on the page for where you would like the form to be, and then update the page and add it to the form. And here's an example of how the form appears on the site. And obviously this is a very basic form, but this is the kind of things that'll get the job done. And like I said, if you're on WordPress, there are free plugins that you can use to integrate with MailChimp simply to create a more aesthetically pleasing form. For example, MailChimp for WordPress. It will allow you to sync your MailChimp account and set up custom forms with pre-built form themes. I won't go into detail as such, but for any extra information, please look in the description below the like button and follow the steps to get that done. Email is standing the test of time simply because it was here before social media, it's here within social media, and if social media disappears, it might still be here. For example, Bebo, MySpace, it came and it went. But when we talk about Facebook, it's been around for ages. It's like it's on the way out. Twitter's here and there. Instagram is here, but it's always updating and making people upset for what they're changing and tweaking. Again, email has been consistent. Collect emails manually and import them. Of course, collecting emails on your website isn't the only way to get fans' email addresses. You're gonna wanna utilize every way and any way you can think of to build your email list. Growing your list means growing your fan base and also the number of people you actually get to advertise your music, brand, or merch to. This is definitely one of the greatest ways to create a stable income for and from your music. So for example, not only collecting emails from your website, but when you're out and about, pop-up shops, when you're doing a tour, when you're doing a live show, in fact, even if you're doing a live online, you should have some kind of physical, if not digital, sign-up sheet that fans can easily put their information down, whether it is their social media handles and or their email addresses. A great place to utilize this method is at a show when you have your merch table or stand to have, again, a digital or physical piece of paper where fans can easily just write their email and potentially offer them discount for writing their email. It'll get people more involved in the idea of being a part of the team or the community of your supporters. And I mean, if you don't want to offer a discount, you could definitely offer some kind of free incentive, a pin, a badge, a sticker. So once you've obtained that list, whether it's written down in your notes, whether it's on a piece of paper or it's on your phone or iPad, you'll need to try to get that list imported over to your main list. And again, in MailChimp, that's straightforward. And I mean, this can happen on many different services. But for example, you would log into your MailChimp account and then visit the list that you would like to add your emails to. You'll then be directed to the main page for that list. Click the drop down arrow next to add contacts. You have two options. You can add subscribers one by one by clicking add a subscriber, or you can import a list of emails by clicking import contacts. When importing a list of emails, you have a few options also. You can import something called a CSV, which is like a Google Sheet or an Excel document with lists of emails on it, or simply you can copy and paste them into the input box. If you choose the copy and paste option, you can simply enter the emails manually by adding an email per line. And then once the emails are added there, you can import them to your full list. Other ways to build your mailing list. Other than collecting emails on your site or at your shows, there are plenty of creative ways to ask fans for emails. And here are a few other places to consider. Simply ask your social media people, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, to sign up to your email list and let them know the advantages of doing so. Like simply being the first to see all your important updates, your project releases, or your up and coming shows. Give them a greater incentive, offer them exclusive content, whether it's video or music, just for signing up. Ask friends, family and close acquaintances to sign up directly. Ask a similar artist, musician or band if they could ask their followers to sign up to yours and you return the favor in the same way. That way you might get some crossover fans, crossover supporters. Start blogging, start vlogging. These are overlooked ways on how to get new fans to your music and more interested in you as a brand, as an artist, as a musician, or even as a band. So this one's gonna vary for everybody. One of the most important things is thinking about however and whenever people interact with your music, how exactly can you get these people to join your mailing list? For me, it's the idea of offering them something that is free. You want them to kind of think, well, why wouldn't I sign up for this? Is it not only benefiting me? If you can get potential fan supporters to start thinking like that with things that you create and do, then it's a no-brainer for everybody. You're getting more genuine fans and supporters simply because you're offering something that they feel that they need or they have no other choice, respectfully. So think about this. Imagine over the years you've obtained 10,000 email addresses. At this point, maybe some of them, not working. So let's say realistically, 7,000 of these emails work and are active. If you get 1,000 of those emails to purchase your single, that's £1,000 in your pocket, like that. And that's just an example because I've cut it all the way down from 10,000 to 1,000. If you actually had the 10,000 people active, that's £10,000 or $10,000. It can be that easy. It's about putting the time and giving the effort to make sure you are able to do these things and also delivering great content over and over again. These are just a few other ways that you can collect emails and continue to grow your email list. Of course, you want your list to be legitimate and have people on it that actually want to listen to your music and are genuinely interested in you as a musician or as a band. But don't be afraid to get creative and utilize social media and get out there and see what you can do to obtain more email addresses on your mailing list. A great email mailing list and a smart marketing campaign can have a huge effect on your career as a musician. Having fans' email addresses give you that direct access to their inbox and almost always ensures that your messages are always seen. Make sure collecting subscribers is a priority on your website, at your shows, and anywhere else you can get hold of fans' emails. Yes, people, so I'm just hoping this video was very informative and gave you a little bit more insight on the best marketing strategies artists need to be doing. So one thing to remember is to try and be creative when obtaining email addresses and social media handles. Direct access to your fans is always going to be better than social media. So from me, Vital, and the Ditto Music team, love and respect always. I'm gonna need you to subscribe, like, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video, and get down in the comments. I'm gonna be down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. If you feel like any of these methods here have really helped you, please let us know. And if you also feel like you have a few more ideas that you believe would help the Ditto music community, then drop it down in the comments and let's all get involved. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. More love and more powers. Peace.